Yo, what's good? It's Miss Dora. Listen, today I got something special for y'all. The good people at Dungeon Alchemist have hooked your boy up with early access, a preview for their newest and easily biggest by far update yet for their map making program for tabletop RPGs like Dungeons and Dragons, Pathfinder, and what have you, right? And for this video right here, since I was given this early access, this kind of first look, I wanted to do this together with y'all. I haven't played with any of the new bells and whistles in this update yet, and I just wanted for this particular video to go down the list, take a look at a lot of the new stuff, at least the big key things, go down it, and also just kind of mess around with these features together, kind of like a first hands-on, first impressions thing. And that's what I wanted to do for this. Now, full disclosure, I was not in any way, shape, or form compensated for this video. It was basically just, they reached out to me, they said, hey, we want to give you early access to this new update for this build, kind of just to get your thoughts on things. I wasn't even told, hey, in exchange for this, we want you to make a video or anything like that. There was no such requirement. It was just, hey, we want your thoughts on it, and if you want to make a video, you're welcome to, as long as you don't put it out anywhere before this date. And I was like, all right, bet that sounds fun to me. I've talked about this here and there on my YouTube, but I am a dungeon master. I do DM a few different online D&D 5e games, right? And I've made videos about Dungeon Alchemist, this program, before on my TikTok more than a few times now. And if you've seen those, you'll know this is my go-to map making program for my games, man. I love it. It's so easy to use, and it just has a lot of features that mean a lot to me personally, but it was not a perfect program. It was missing a few things, and by the look of some of the videos that Dungeon Alchemists themselves have posted, some of their sneak peeks and some of the stuff I've kind of already just seen on my peripherals already, a lot of those things that I felt were missing might be here in this update, and if they're pulled off well, it's gonna make what I consider an already great program just even more amazing. So with that being said, all that stuff out the way, let's take a first look at all this together. So it is titled the Magic Update, version 1.6, and it says, welcome to the biggest update for Dungeon Alchemist yet, like I said. And the biggest part of this update, as you can see by the picture, is for this map making program, you can create rooms on a map to have for your maps, for your games, or whatever. But so far, you've only been able to create square rooms. People have been requesting for a hot minute now, we want to be able to make like circular or curved edge rooms. And the reason this is taking so long, because as per their own words to me, they didn't want to do just that. They wanted to go above and beyond. And as you can see by all these patch notes, they did. They didn't want to just do something as simple as, here you go, this is the thing you wanted, right? No, they wanted to do that and then some. But let's dive in further, right? So new features, the biggest one, added curved walls. You can now create curved walls by dragging the little circles at the edges of your room shapes when creating new rooms. All right, you can drag them in different directions for convex, concave, or diagonal walls. So see, this is what I was talking about. They didn't want to do just curves. They wanted to give us more really than what was initially asked for, right? People wanted curved rooms, and then maybe we can get some of this stuff later. They said, no, just take it all at once, right? Thanks for your patience type of deal. So you can make convex, concave, or diagonal walls, sweet. And you can place doors and windows in curved walls as usual. Okay, bet. Added support for raising, rotating, and dragging rooms off the grid. What? Oh, hell yeah. Okay. When drawing a new room, you can use the provided buttons to rotate and raise the room, and you can click and drag the shape to position it elsewhere. So I can because before, whenever you would you'll see what I'm talking about here in this program, but before, when you would outline the space that you wanted a room to be at, once you place that room, you couldn't then drag it, right? Like you couldn't outline the shape of the room you want and then drag the outline. It was stuck where it was. But okay, that's dope. Heck yeah. They added a new biome, Fey Plane. Yes, a lot of people already make Fey-based maps, so it makes sense. They released a new demo. Sweet. Heck yeah, it's gonna be great for getting people into it. New brush options for object brushes. Yes, new shapes and advanced settings can now be accessed to fine-tune how the objects will spawn. And this patch list, by the way, I can bring up at any time, so not a big deal if we don't get to all of it now. Automatically add buttons to enable/disable animations and lights on models downloaded from the Steam Workshop. Nice. Okay, they added a remove water brush, undo and redo support for drawing rooms. This was a big thing. Oh, this is a big thing, because if you outlined a room and like the shape of a room that you want, not generate the room itself, but when you outlined the room before and you're like, I kind of want to go back and edit some of that, you couldn't. Like, once that room is generated, you're done. Like, it's generated, you're gonna have to delete the room entirely and create a new outline. But now it seems like once that room is generated, you might be able to go back and like redraw the outline. So let's see. Okay, yes, search bar, great. You can now spawn rooms without floors, also great. River spawning, optional autosave, needed, heavily needed. Green screen background option for those streamers with exotic setups. Ooh, green screen could be nice too, because if you have access, if you've paid for certain other maps from other map makers or whatever, and you want that, that's like, you know, the flat surface, just your background for the map, you can have that now. Amazing. Calendar, sprint button. Oh, okay, that'll be good for POVs, I guess. A no borders option to the export, heck yeah, and an icon to indicate. Okay, so now you have icons. Yes, you have a whole like menu for assets, and now it says it'll show you an icon whenever something was like Steam Workshop, like modded content that was modded into this program versus official stuff from in here. So that's sweet. All right, improvements. Considerably sped up the application for users who have uploaded or downloaded assets from Steam Workshop. Nice, that's a big one. They fix ambient occlusion. Okay, terrain artifacts. Okay. Ooh, improved reflections and mirrors. Improve how the AI works on non-flat, previously called organic rooms and rooms without walls. That'll be nice, because I noticed if you made a room without walls, the AI was not the best at generating like a believable room. So that's really sweet. When placing objects with collisions disabled, they won't snap to the grid. Okay. New AI rooms. Oh, nice. Okay, we got Artificer's Workshop, Witch's Hut, Cathedral, Magic Shop, Potion Class, Extra Dimensional Room, Wizard's Tower, and Skeleton Throne Room. Those will all be nice. I'm not going to go through all the assets. Let's just see the sheer amount here. There's a lot. Good lordy. Oh my God. Yo, it's still going. It's still going. They're not stopping, bro. Okay. Oh my Lord. Okay. So that's pretty much the end of the patch list. And most of it here, as you can see, is just a ton of new assets that you don't have to pay extra for these. You just get these new cool things to put in your room, right? So overall, really solid patch. Like I said, it's substantial. It adds a lot. But y'all been waiting long enough for all that. Let's get to the good part. Let's start playing with things. Let's see. Let's take a look at what kind of cool stuff we can do with the magic update. That's right. Let's make a new map first things first. And okay, you do have the green screen background and you have the Fey Plane. Oh, I kind of want to play with it. Let's do it because we're doing the new stuff. Let's give that Fey Plane. Let's just see what it looks like when you generate a Fey Plane area. I might need something like this. Look at that. Hell yeah. Now, granted, you could make something like this all by yourself before. You could make your own little Fey area before. Oh, this has got to be a new asset right here. Hello, who are you? Oh, yeah, that's nice. I like that. But it is just really nice now to just be able to generate Fey area terrain. And you can obviously, as always, play with the lighting, play with the hue, get some purple lighting, maybe get it a bit brighter of a purple. You can do tons of stuff with it. But yeah, it's cool that you now have access to let's go back to the original lighting. Yeah, the Fey Plane. So, okay, that's what the Fey Plane biome looks like. And it's going to be great for people that need that kind of stuff. So now, so let's try doing a room. So I suppose we'll do a village room. Oh, let's try this new one, Artificer's Workshop. Let's say you're exploring through the woods and out of nowhere in an area like you would never expect to find. Out of nowhere, seemingly, you've stumbled across a humble Artificer's Workshop. Let's take a look at that. Let's do a nice little... let's do 10 by 10. Let's do 10 by 10. Okay, so this is how it works, huh? So if I want to make it round... I'm a dummy. If I want to make it round, they said I gotta grab the circles. Yeah. Okay, so that's how it is. So if I grab it this way, it makes it circular. Okay, and if I go that way with it, it makes it like, I don't know, concave. I guess concave is what you call it, right? And how do I make it that? Okay. So diagonal, you just got to kind of go at a diagonal. Who would have guessed, right? Okay, so you can make all sorts of, so you can get really wacky with it. So you could do, can you do this? Okay, so you can't, but that's really cool. Look at, oh wow, look at that. So you could on it, so you can make all sorts of different shapes for your rooms now. And where is that elevation? Okay, there it is. There it is. Sweet. So yeah, so now it looks like you can generate rooms and elevate them where you previously couldn't. So if it's kind of, you wanted to say this artificer's workshop that you stumbled across is on a hill, let's see what it generates. Nice, dude. Oh, nice. This is so nice. I know so for some of y'all this may not seem like a big deal, but like I said, this was always a great program. It's just now, like I said, it felt like it was missing a few things, and it's truly the simple things like this, like being able to just make curved and different shaped rooms this easily. That really does mean so much. Like, and these new assets I'm digging, because that is 100. This is 100% a new asset. And oh, what can you do with it? Oh, so okay, so you can have it go to like different. This is dope. This is dope. Okay, so you can have this portal essentially that goes to different planes. Heck yeah. Okay, so you can basically go to the 9 hells. You can go to like a necromantic place, a chilling place. This looks like probably goes to the Shadowfell or something. And then you got the swirl effect here, and you can get rid of that. Obviously, let's take a look at the patch notes. What were the new room types again? Fey Biome. Okay, these are the new room types. Witch's Hut, Cathedral. Ooh, Magic Shop. Let's do Extra Dimensional Room and Magic Shop. Where are those at? Okay, so you can't do a Magic Shop. Sweet. So let's get rid of all that. Let's Control Z all the way back. There you go. And let's generate a Magic Shop now. And let's go under. Let's try that. So can you can have a okay, so you can also go like underneath a little bit. Let's see how the terrain looks there. Oh, sweet. Okay, so I've generated a kind of, and now let's Witch's Hut. Let's try this again as a Witch's Hut. Ooh, it does look mad different. And a Wizard's Tower. Sweet. So if you want to say, oh, you stumbled across a wizard's like room kind of in the middle of nowhere here, you could do that. So we're gonna go back to Magic Shop. Actually, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go all the way back. How does it work? Beautiful. You love to see it. You love to see it, bro. I'm telling you. Okay, so that, like I said, that is a big thing. It may not seem like it, but it is. So let's do redo. Let's Control Y and do redo, right? So in the past, when a room was generated, let's generate a Magic Shop. You do this. Once you click that check mark, that's it. You're done. You can't really do too much else. To like adjust the shape of the room, you would have to Control Z. I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe Control Z would just, you wouldn't go back to this step. You'd go back to this where it was just, you didn't have that original outline. So if you only wanted a slight tweaking to your outline, you were out of luck. If you crafted this elaborate room like so, not like that, like so, and let's slant that one. If you made this kind of really elaborate room and you generated it, okay, it's generated now, right? If you did that in the past and you, dang it, I was supposed to add a wing to this room. I forgot, dang it. If you press Control Z, all of this, the spacing and everything, gone, done, doesn't matter. You lost it, try to start all over. But now if I just wanted to, this needs to be a stronger slant, or like that, the slant was supposed to be more pronounced, or actually there was supposed to be this little bubble added right there. This little hub right there, that was supposed to be added. You can do that now. You can go back and do that now, and it does make a huge difference. And the AI is actually pretty smart, because I was thinking that, that little bubble that I made, that little round entrance area would be a good entrance area, and it picked up on that. So sweet. So that is a massive thing. That is a massive thing. I love that. And in help they have like how to, I think that's always been there, like the help how to draw a room and all that good stuff. But man, I love that. Broadleaf clearing. Let's do that. So we're gonna make, we're gonna try to go with a little bit of a theme here. We're gonna make essentially what amounts to, I like how I was making all these magical rooms and stuff like that. So we'll kind of go to like a secluded, off the beaten path, deep into the forest. A party stumbles across essentially what's a haven for various magical creators, essentially artificers, witches hut, potion class, all that kind of stuff. We're going to make several of those magical themed rooms that you kind of just happen upon, essentially a you know, kind of a little conclave of this stuff. So let's take a look and let's see how it looks when we make that. Nice. So I like that, you know. Ooh, a blazing book. Oh, that is just dope. Oh, bro, there's so much fun stuff. There's so much fun stuff in this update, man. Oh, I want it all for my players. I really do. And I'm putting this in a what are these boots? Are these teleporting? What are these called? Boots of getting lost. Oh, every time you click them, they disappear. That's actually really cool. You have a bottomless bag. Oh, wow. That is really dope. Look at that. Just the love that goes into that. Hey, can you open the bag? Like, all right. Hey, man. Where did the party member put their bag of holding? Oh, over there. I'm going to open it. Wait, don't. Just opens into this. Yo, that's so cool, man. That's so cool. I love that. That's dope, man. Okay, so we're going to start off this little congregation, this little magic area in the woods of all these different magic users with their different facilities, right? We're going to start with the Artificer's Workshop because I like that new room style. And here it is. Yeah, you can drag your rooms. We're dragging rooms now. Let's go. You couldn't do that before either. Man, it's true. The simple things, I guess, eh? But yeah, let's go ahead and I like that. We're going to have like a diagonal wall facing this river. I think that'll be nice for a view. Let's round out this corner, and I think I want this to be my kind of my concave, and we'll round out this corner. Let's see what that produces. Okay, I'm not mad at that, but let's go back because actually I forgot. I want to add some variations elevation wise to all this. Let's add some characters. So this is gonna be about 1.5 units high up. Let's see what that spits out. Oh, sweet. I like this, but it can be better. There it is. We're getting there. Come on. Okay, so we're just gonna go back to this one. This is the one I like the best. And we're gonna go ahead and turn this portal on. And I think actually I like the fire. I like, you know, it's actually, no, fires. I want this to be quaint. I don't want this to be like evil or anything. So we're just going to go with like a nice little swirling portal. Look at that. And we're going to move this door. I want to see how it looks because it says you can have doors along curves now. And we'll put these stairs over here. There you go. Or not. There you go. The stairs go up. We'll do that there. And let's see how that looks. That looks nice, actually. Having the door kind of on that curved area, that is sweet. Let's put this portal kind of over here. Because like I said, I really wanted that window. I don't know what you are, but I really wanted that window. Let's delete that. I really wanted that window view kind of right here. Let's move you over here. And what is this? What? So all of your doors, oh, not all of your doors, but the doors that have, maybe it is all the doors, I don't know, let me not speak too soon. You can have like this. I don't know if this is new for this update. I don't remember reading that, but you can do that. That is so cool. So you can have your doors even can have little like entryway effects. That's so cool. Oh, that is so dope, bro. I love that. I really do. Let's go back and let's do it. Yeah, let's do that. I guess I don't want to be threatening or anything, so we'll just do that. And let's add some windows right here. That's the answer. That's the answer right there. Now you, like I said, you have that nice little view out to there. And let's raise this elevation. Let's raise this elevation a bit. So that way there's a nice little walkway. How do I create a walkway? Because I got this, right? So obviously I want to create like a little walkway. Oh, there it is. That's how you flatten it. Okay, perfect. So yeah, now you got like a little walkway that leads up to this room. That leads up to this entryway. So that's cool. Now let's do the witch's hut. So the artificer and the witch, they're neighbors. The artificer and the witch, they're neighbors, but they try their best to get along. We're gonna have a dining room and we gonna move it because we can move it now. They're neighbors, do their best to get along. And we'll give her, you know, she's a witch, so she's a bit more chaotic in nature, right? One would think, right? She's a bit more chaotic in nature. So let's give her kind of a chaotic, almost heart-shaped abode. Little witch's hut. Let's see how that generates. Nice. I actually mess with that heavy. I think that's perfect, and I don't want to change it. Only thing is I am going to add that blazing codex here. Actually, we'll do it just outside, as if her experiment has kind of gotten away from her a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We'll do it as if that, and we'll raise this book off the ground as if it's floating. And yeah, this experiment, we'll say that this is like the flaming guest book to enter the witch's abode. That, oh, if your name ain't on this list of this floating codex, hey, you ain't getting in, player. It is what it is. Oh man, I like that a lot. So that's the witch's hut. And now for the next room, we'll do a wizard's tower. Yeah, we'll do this. Essentially, it's high up. It's a wizard's tower. And I got an idea for this one too. So I ain't even worried about it. I'm not even worried about it. And we're just gonna keep it simple. Nice little rounded edges. And a little off kilter, like that. I like that. That can work. And what we'll do is we'll search for portal. We got a dimensional door. I like that. So you got one dimensional door here. And we'll make this... oh, and you can change the color of this door. Amazing. Love to see it. Truly love to see it. We're going to make that like a red little portal for the wizard. And because it's his portal... but yeah, like it's a fire portal. And then we'll just simply copy that. No, not you. There it is. So we'll copy that dimension door. And he has the entrance to that. Hidden here in the trees. So to enter the wizard's tower proper, this structure, your party's gonna have to find kind of hidden behind the trees here. They're gonna have to find this little portal that leads there. And we'll make this one. Since that one is red, we'll make this one blue, like a light blue. There you go. That works. And then so now finally, for the final piece of this, we're gonna make, we got our artificer's room, we got our witch's hut, and we got our wizard's little tower area that you have to enter with a secret entrance. Now let's go ahead and make the apothecary, the potion maker. They'll have a room in this little magical community as well. We're gonna do all concaves for this one. Let's see how that turns out. We're gonna, and this is gonna be our under one, our one that's kind of below surface level. Let's see how that turns out. Oh, sweet. All right. I'm not mad at that. I like that a lot. Let's see what it looks like when it regenerates, just to give it a few tries. I love that. I'm really digging that. Only thing is I'm going to switch things around a little bit. So, and like this is what Dungeon Alchemist is all about right here. It gave me a good little template. It gave me a great starting point that I'm just going to jump off, twist things around. And that's why this is my go-to map making program, as well as for many other online DMs. I've started to see people on Patreon. I've started to see them use this program to make their maps. They've made their maps using this program. They started to make their maps and selling their own like Patreon maps with this kind of stuff, which, you know, they're making their own stuff. They're not relying solely on the AI generation. So that's cool. All right. And we're going to change that just because it's not, you know, it's not, I don't want it to be witch-like. It's like, oh, everyone here in this magical community is nice. So we're going to make it to where, all right, sweet. What does that do? I'm not sure what that does, but that's cool. Okay, so it's gonna look like that. And now that this is decently under, we're gonna go ahead and create the walkway that lets you get there. So let's go ahead and do that. This brush size, yeah, this will work. So let's do that. The walkway leads here. Okay. And now we should be able to smooth out the terrain like so. Yes. So now, only thing I gotta do now is smooth the terrain. Flatten it to room height. Cool. So now you got you a nice little thing, nice little walkway that leads here. And if I lower terrain around here to I can give us a little bit more breathing room. Sweet. Would you look at that? Okay. And now, if you take a look at all that, let's enhance the, let's add some Fey fireflies. So they added Fey fireflies. I love that. Because before your only option really was fireflies. So we're going to have it to where this entire thing is basically protected. This little area. Because obviously there's a bunch of magic users here, right? So this wouldn't be something that most people could stumble across. Maybe the party, like, you know, they had some magical detection going on and they were able to actually locate this place. Maybe they were looking for it, you know. So we'll do half of the Fey fireflies and half of the normal fireflies. And yes, there's new fog types. I love that. There's yellow. Oh, I love it. Yes, new fire. Oh, new fire too. We'd love to see it. We'd love to see it. So just in a short time, this was less than like 20 minutes, bro. It took me less than 20 minutes. And we have a whole little magical community type area. You have and what I want to highlight with focusing on the magic update is this kind of character to this location that took me not even but 20 minutes to make. I kind of spliced it a little bit. I don't want to have y'all sit through like the whole boring process, but this whole thing looked like less than 20 minutes to make for a destination for your party to stumble across. This kind of character just wasn't possible prior to the magic update. The rooms having these varied walls and the different kind of raised, you know, texture and all these like different little elements to it. You know what I'm saying? With the new assets, there's so many assets. This kind of portal right here just wasn't possible. And just to give you guys, oh, that's right, we do have more tokens than before. This guy's cool. Look at him. Warforged druid. That's so cool. So yeah, we could take a look around with the token in its point of view. Like I said, you get this little walkway. Don't trip, don't stumble. And you can open here and enter your magic class. You know what I'm saying? Your party, as they're walking around and exploring this place. Let's change the lighting real quick though, because that's one thing I wanted to change is the lighting. Yeah, let's do like nice. That has some character to it. Or even sunset. No, actually like this sunrise. That has some character to it. That is nice. That is really nice. Let's make it a bit brighter though. Yeah, just a hair. I like that. All right. And your party, you know, they're exploring this place and, oh, we want to get in that wizard's tower. We can't. So they kind of navigate through the clearing here. And, oh, what's this? A portal? They see the portal. They walk through it. And then all of a sudden, they walk through that portal. And then they're transported through here, through this door. Boom. Wizard's tower with all his books and a cauldron and all that stuff. This is a cauldron that he borrowed from the potion lady, you know. But yeah, but what I really wanted to highlight with this video and this first impression is I just wanted to see the kind of stuff you could do with the magic update and this level of character, like the varied walls with the diagonals, the concave, the rounded edges, the varying heights of these rooms really just wasn't possible before. You know what I'm saying? It just really, everything was square. I think there was a process for raising rooms, making elevated rooms, but it was a process. Like, it was tough to actually pull off and it took a lot more work. Now you're just able to do it all natively, just intuitively, as you're actually drawing out the rooms, the dimensions of the rooms. And on top of that, it's just way easier. It's just way easier for one, man. But yeah, I'm loving this. And like I said, there's just so much character to it. There's a lot I didn't cover. I didn't go over all the, like, look at this new stuff. Like if we go to new objects, you know what I'm saying? There's so many different new assets that were added, tons and tons and tons and tons of assets that were added. But one thing I do want to take a quick look at, because there is some space here. Let's go ahead and erase these trees. That'll give us some room to work with. And let's try these new object brushes. So you have the new brush types. Okay. Oh, so zigzag. Let's say we do, let's do some gems. Let's do some crystals. Let's increase. Okay. And this is good. We'll make like a little magical pathway of crystals that maybe the different people here, maybe these people have, these different magic users have all set up shop here because there's an abundance of crystals that grows in this area that is like a replenishing sort, like resource, like it kind of comes back over time. And they decided to set up shop here because these crystals keep coming back. And we even got Fey crystals. Oh, we're going to definitely do Fey crystals. But let's take a look at the different brushes. So you have like just a line, very small brush, nice and elegant. I like that. You can kind of just create a nice little neat line. Was not easy before. I think the default, yeah, this was the default. This kind of scatter brush was the default. Let's lower that brush size. This is looked kind of how it has always looked. You have, okay, kind of more uniform, kind of in like more of a square-ish pattern. And then you have circles. Oh, that's dope. Okay, so this creates like circles. So what you could do is you could do something like this. So you could do this, right? Let's make a bigger circle. And this is just, again, I'm just trying to showcase stuff that just was not possible before. You just make a circle of like normal crystals, right? And then you switch over to Fey crystals. You reduce that brush size down, that density, and within this like amount of like normal crystals, and thanks to these various brush types, you now have like an ecosystem of Fey crystals that grows within here. And it's just way quick. You could do this before, but it was not this intuitive. And even if I wanted to have it in a weird shape, let's say these magic users like cultivate it, you could do like a little heart shape. Let's try it again. You can do like a little heart shape. Look at that. A nice little heart shape of crystals within. Let's get one more to make it like really define it. To really define it, you can just drag that there and boom. Now you have a nice little heart shaped Fey crystals thing within your circle. And like I said, just this kind of thing. Yeah, it was possible before the magic update, but it was not this intuitive. I'll tell you that much right now. Just the ease at which I was able to create this thing that my players could easily, once I put like NPCs and stuff in here, not here, like in Foundry with tokens, because Foundry is the VTT software I use. And you could take all these maps, put them on any VTT, what have you. And yeah, you could like, once I get my NPCs and stuff here, my players could easily spend like hours, and maybe even a whole session here in this location that only took me like 20-30 minutes to make. That's what's crazy to me. And this magic update just allows you to get more creative with all that. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it's crazy what all you can do now. And yeah, this NPC kind of looks at home here now. But yeah, like it allows you to do so much more. And some of this stuff, like this crystal formation, not with these new assets, but this crystal formation, you could get a circle. You could get a circle of crystals, but you either had to place them all by hand yourself, or you really had to mess with the brush in a way that you just didn't have to here. You could get elevated rooms before, but it wasn't this intuitive. It was more difficult. And I never figured out a way to work. I just ended up downloading some maps that already had elevator rooms. I was never able to do it myself. In this kind of like spade heart shaped room, you couldn't really do that kind of stuff. This room that is a bit like below surface level, couldn't do none of that. Like, it's just crazy what all you're able to do now in such a short time thanks to the magic update before. But yeah, after testing and playing with just some of the new stuff here in the magic update for a short time, I think it's dope. I honestly think it's really cool how this entire update has come together, you know, all the new bells and whistles, all the features, new assets, and what it now allows me to do in the kind of environments I'll now be able to make for my players, man. Really impressive. This update came together really well, and job well done to the team for sure. Now, of course, I didn't get to play with everything in the update just yet. You know, I didn't want to make the kind of video where I go line by line and this is what this new thing looks like. This is what that new thing looks like. I didn't want to make that kind of video. Felt like it'd be boring for y'all, be boring for me to make for sure. I just kind of wanted to do like a first hands-on first impression of the bigger ticket items of this update, the more substantial stuff, and just mess around with that and see what I could pull off in a short time. And overall, I'm not mad at it. This kind of magical enclave that I was able to make tucked away, hidden in a forest somewhere, kind of off the beaten path in like 20-ish minutes. I love this, and this is something that I couldn't do before in Dungeon Alchemist, and even if it was technically possible, it was nowhere near as intuitive as it was now, you know what I'm saying? So job well done to the team, and again, I want to reiterate, this is not a sponsored video, right? My opinions and how I feel about this are all my own, because Dungeon Alchemist had no idea who I was, okay? I made that first video about it like a long time ago, because even back in the state that the program was in then, I thought it was a great tool for DMs and GMs, even especially ones that run games online, to have to just create dope maps for their players, man. And even back then, I thought it was a great software. Still do, right? But like I said, there were some things that I felt like could make it better. But with this magic update right here and all the substantial quality of life features, ease of use things, just all the new ads, like just as one entire package, I honestly feel like thanks to this update, Dungeon Alchemist feels complete. I don't feel like I could say that before. I would have always said Dungeon Alchemist was very useful, a must-have for many online DMs, but I wouldn't have said it was complete. But just after playing with this update for a little bit of time, I honestly feel like it's now a complete package. I feel like everything that's added on top of this is just kind of more whipped cream and cherries on top, you know what I'm saying? But now Dungeon Alchemist just feels so insanely complete that I'll say, yeah, for sure. If you run online games and you got time to spare to like learn this, it doesn't take a long amount of time, but if you got a little bit of time to spare to learn how to use Dungeon Alchemist, easily a must have for the online DMs out there, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's gonna do it for this video, y'all. I just wanted to give my quick thoughts on this. You know, the video probably is going to end up being a bit long, but I just want to give my first hands-on, first impressions. Like I said, I'm loving the magic update. I will upload this map onto the to the workshop. I'll probably title it something like Magical Forest Enclave or something like that for the people that want to download it. You know what I'm saying? Just to have something quick to go off of. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video, y'all. The magic update does come out on the 12th, so literally tomorrow by the time this video goes up, so you won't have to wait long. But once you do get your hands on it, let me know what you think about this. Does this kind of tool seem like something that'll be great for your Dungeons and Dragons or other TTRPG games? Reminder, all these maps can be printed, so I don't want to make it seem like this is just kind of a digital, non-traditional D&D tool. Like, you can make maps in this software, you can have borders and grids on it, all that stuff, and you can print the maps in addition to, like I said, they'll just export video or picture file to any of the virtual tabletops you use. But that's gonna do it for this video, y'all. I had a lot of fun with this. Thanks to Dungeon Alchemist, y'all, again, for giving me early access to this. You know, I had a blast with it. Y'all now got my feedback, which is what you wanted in the first place. I think you've all done a great job with this. I'm glad that you took your time to really perfect this update and get it right. And I think all of your entire community is gonna have a hell of a blast with this. But that's gonna do it. I'm Instora, and as always, I'll catch you on the next one. Y'all be easy. Peace.